What up, thinkers? We back with another episode of The Thought Process. I'm your host, Ray. To my left, Christina, Massa. If this is your first time here in the think tank, click that notification bell at the bottom and get all new episodes that drop every Monday. So if you want to join our thoughts and the crazy process we use to deliver them, smash that bell. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about the paranormal, ghost stories, even one that happened on this very pod in the last episode. We'll get into that a little later. So Christina, what's your experience you've had with the paranormal?
Oh, I had many. I don't know where to begin, but I do have one that comes off the top of the head, and it's something that happened a long time ago, yet it feels like yesterday.
Give us a year. Take us there. It was
Back
a summer.
in 1997.
It was a dark and gloomy
That's
night.
it. When we talk about years,
Everything's 1997 for sure.
so at the time I was living with mom,
Okay.
my grandmother, and we were all asleep. I promise it was probably like 12 in the morning or something like that, because I know the people that lived in the back from us, they were still up partying. So I don't know, it could have probably been like
So
one,
how old are you?
2.
You think?
I was already a teenager for sure. I think I was like 15,
Okay.
maybe 14, I don't know. But we were all sleeping, and all of a sudden we hear a big boom. Now it sounds, when you're sleeping, it kind of sounds more dramatic,
Everything's dramatic.
right? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know exactly how loud it was, but it definitely woke me up from my sleep, and it woke my grandmother up. She ran to the room that I was in, and she was like, "What was that?" And I'm like, "I don't know." So we went and got my aunt, because my aunt lived on the second floor. Of course, waking her out of her sleep, so she was traumatized. But we went downstairs, all of us, and we're trying to figure out where the noise came from. So I will say, Titi Linda was a little boss. Like, she went around with I don't even think she had a flashlight, to be honest. She went to the basement. She checked the back door. And at the time, the basement was scary, okay? The backyard was scary. All of the above was scary. The people that were partying in the back. Oh, and it was raining that day. Because the people in the back, they were partying, they had their doors open, and Titi Linda's yelling, like, "Hey, did you guys hear anything or see anybody come back here?" And they're like, "No, we didn't hear anything, we didn't see anything." And the whole time, me and mom are traumatized, trying to figure out what was that loud bang. It sounded like somebody was trying to break in, like someone was trying to break down the door or
And you
something.
think you heard it outside of the house?
We heard it inside for sure. But, like, if somebody's banging on the door, that's where you hear it. So it was very loud. Like I said, it woke us up out of our sleep. So Titi Linda did the rounds. Nothing was wrong. Nothing was out of place. All the doors were locked. Everything was okay, apparently, from the eye. And then we're sitting at the table trying to figure out, man, what was that noise? And I look over to my right, and I noticed my grandmother had a big frame that was hanging on the wall. It was a very heavy frame. It was like a mirror and a picture at the same time.
Oh, the one that turns on with the lights, right?
No, it didn't turn on with lights.
One?
No, it didn't turn on with lights, but it was a very, very big cuadro, like real big. And the way it hung on the wall was with a string. Like, it had like a wire in the back.
Okay.
So it was on the floor. The wire wasn't broken, and the nail that it was on was still on the wall.
So it didn't slip off.
In order for it to be on the floor, someone would have had to lift it, and then, right. And it was just me and my grandma in the house at the time. And again, we were all asleep. It was probably like 1 in the morning, and the picture wasn't broken. It wasn't shattered, because remember, it was a mirror as well.
Right.
It wasn't shattered. It wasn't broken. It was just like
it was
gracefully placed on the floor. Yeah. So it's just weird. So we're like, that's what had to fall, because it was hanging on the wall before I went to bed, because I would look in it,
Right.
Always check in the mirror wherever there's a mirror, So I definitely noticed that it was hanging on the wall, but it wasn't on the wall. So we couldn't explain how the picture frame got on the floor or fell. My grandma was tripping too, because she knew. Prayers. She was like, "What the heck?" We were sitting, and Titi Linda was like, "Wait, are you sure?" And there's no logical explanation. Like, and the wire was still attached, and it's I don't know.
That's creepy.
Like, you have to, like, it was really heavy. It takes, I think one person could do it, but like for us, like, a guy would definitely be able to hang it up. But for us, like, my grandma, there was no way my grandma could put it on the wall by herself. we would have to both put it on the wall. We didn't even put it back up.
And plus,
we just
everyone was
left
sleeping.
it.
It's not like we out here just rearranging the house while you're
Exactly,
sleeping.
you know. So there was no logical explanation for why the frame was on the floor. It tweaked me out. It took me a long time to get back to sleep. I mean, I did go back to bed, but it took a while. I was traumatized. And yeah, that was the first time I'm like, whoa. Well,
I guess something else.
there was stuff long ago, but I mean, I don't got too many details. But yeah, that was definitely a big one for me. I have another story, but before we go into my other stories, because like I said, there are many. What about you? What is
I have
big
one. All right, there's one. This was right after Papi died.
that made you be a believer? Like, okay, for sure, there's definitely.
This is the one. I've never had an experience. This is the type of what happened to me is like shit you hear on YouTube or videos or someone tells you and you're like, yeah, sure, okay. It's right after Papi died. We come back from Vegas and I'm at home. I'm playing my video game. It's like 3 a.m. and I'm just sitting there, no windows open. If you know my apartment, which for those who don't know, my apartment was like, it was the kitchen, a hallway, and then my sala where I played my game. There's a window here that was closed, a window in the kitchen that was closed. Everything was closed. And we had a balloon from my daughter's birthday that was from like a couple days prior. So I'm sitting there playing my game. My wife is sitting on the side of me. She's sleeping, right? So I'm sitting there just playing. And I don't know what happened, but I had like this, you know, like when you get that, I feel like when you step into a room and the TV,
goosies?
yeah, like when the TV turns on,
you
feel that energy turn
Yeah.
on. So I had that feeling while I'm playing my game. So I step up, you know, I just reposition myself, you know, set up, and something told me turn around. And I promise you, I turn around and the balloon that said I love you on it is literally walking towards me as if someone was holding it.
That's creepy.
No, look, I'm getting goosebumps now. Like, no windows were open, so it was not a draft. And even if it was a draft, what are balloons doing? They go up, right? They would have been doom, doom, doom. I'm talking about eye level, just, and then it went right behind me. And as soon as it got to the couch where I was, it just, like, it was let go. And it just went up.
See,
I was
that's
paused.
creepy.
Right, I was paused. I didn't know what to do. I was like, that didn't just happen. I wake Chrissy up. I'm like, look at the balloon. Look where it's at. And it was in the kitchen. Like, it would have had to do some crazy to even get to me.
How many days was it from Haley's birthday that it stood? That it was.
That we had that balloon was there? And that's another thing. That was Saturday. This happened like Wednesday. So, you know, it already loses air.
But that's what I'm saying. Well, Saturday, that's not, it was a couple of days. It's still,
That's what I'm saying.
It holds on for
like 3 or
like
4
about
days.
a week, right? Like,
Yeah, but it was in the
helium.
corner the whole time.
So no, but that's what I'm saying to you is that, you know, because one would, you know, every time anything paranormal happens, we try to debunk it. We try to figure out first.
Hey, that's exactly what's going through my house. Like, no, there's something on.
Right.
It's something that definitely made this come up. Then you think, like, a balloon, if air is pushing at it, it's going to go crazy, right? It's going to hit the ceiling. It's going to do something.
And the fact that you said it was only like 3 days after, a couple of days after
Right.
her birthday, you know, when it's losing its air, it starts to
Right.
decrease in height and stuff. But it was still fresh. It was
And the
still,
way my apartment's set up, you have to navigate. Like, you can't just, it's not from the kitchen, that just open area where you could just slide into the sala. It literally had to turn left, turn right, and then get to me.
Creepy,
and I
dude.
swear, as soon as it's at the back of my head, and I turn around and notice that it's
the
there.
fact that it went up.
It just goes up.
That
I swear,
is
I promise you, it goes up, and it's just like someone let it go. I say it's my dad. You know, he had just passed, like, not that long ago, and I promise you, it looked like the balloon just went up, and that was it. Like, it was let go. I wake Chrissy up. I'm like,
yo, this just happened.
her
to
tired
me.
ass is like, what the fuck is the balloon?
I know,
Take it
she's
away from
probably
me.
like,
Yeah.
nah. Yeah, because people that don't, do you believe in?
No,
that
she don't believe in
stuff?
shit, right?
She's like,
She's
you
like,
don't
no,
believe in
what do you
nothing.
mean? We die and become a tree.
She doesn't tell. I
exactly
know.
what
You
you
better
think.
stop.
I
You
promise
believe
you.
in God. Stop.
No, I didn't say God could be the
Like we die and become a tree or something. So. No, but yeah,
But yeah, that shit had me.
so that's the first one
That's
ever,
the one that was like, maybe this shit that I be seeing
on
on the
TV
internet might be real. Yeah,
I
exactly.
know.
And that was like, man, that had me tweaked for. It was like like a weight was lifted off, because you're like, I'm afraid to die because I don't know if it's the end or there's an afterlife. Who am I praying to? Type stuff. That's why my anxiety was like lifted up. Like I didn't have as much as anxiety going to bed for some reason because I had a paranormal experience. So I guess it was my own therapy.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You don't ever want to think of it like that. You just want to believe, like,
Right.
But it's hard for some people because especially when you're always in your head and you're overthinking stuff, you're like, is it real? Isn't it real? And if it is real, what's on the other side? And how is it like?
Does
there's
a part of you ever just
want
to see something? Like, fuck it, show me.
Not anymore because I've seen it.
What?
Well, yeah,
What did you
I've
see?
seen. I mean, like I dream a lot. Like I have a lot
No, but I'm saying
of
like
vivid dreams.
now,
But when
like
I
if we
wake
just
up,
and we see them.
well, yes, I've seen stuff like shadows on the side of like my peripherals, and I always still to this day try to debunk it. But I know like okay, something wasn't right. Like I'll see shadows on the side or like something pass real quick, and I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever.
That happens to me a lot at work, but I think it's because my context be fucked up sometimes.
Oh, you're right. We try to debunk it.
I do. I try to rationalize all the
We try
time.
to always debunk it because even when I was hearing, which we're gonna talk about later on in the episode, when I was going back at the video and hearing that, I'm like, no way, nah, that's not. It's Chrissy.
Yeah,
Chrissy to this day is the one who's behind that audio.
You out here punking us? You punking us in the back? She's like, oh, I'm gonna get these fuckers now.
No, but so like okay, so that's where it all started for you.
That's
Any
where it all
other?
started for me and then I really got to deep dive YouTube because YouTube gets dark.
Man,
that's when I got into like, have you ever seen those cameras up in the woods? Just to like, I guess they're trying to find where animals are.
Yes.
And they see some creepy shit.
I
Oh
don't
my
like
God.
it. I don't like it.
I look at those and before it's like, oh, they're setting it up. They're just trying to get, clickbait. I believe them. I believe them all.
I do. So that was my very first big encounter, I want to say, with something paranormal. I feel I would take that. Like I said, I did try to debunk it. One, for your story, what happened to you? Like anybody say, oh, balloon this, balloon that, I lost its helium. There's always
That's fine.
something, right?
Yeah,
But just like
totally
I know.
right.
And it's just hard. Not that I wish I could find like a logical explanation, but it's
Do you
like,
even want proof? Like, what's wrong with keeping that thought?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want proof.
I say that until it's like 2 a.m. I'm in my house and everything's dark.
Like, no, I want proof.
I gotta go.
Someone tell me it's
pee.
Then
I'm like,
you gotta go
running
upstairs, downstairs,
turning on all the lights.
You feel the grab? They grab your foot before you get to the last one. Like,
I tip my hat off to you bravery people out there who go to the bathroom and everything pitch black.
or the even braver people that pee in the woods.
Who goes to the? No, I'm okay.
Yeah, in the dark. I've seen stuff.
I'd hold it in until the next
They
day.
just pop a squat and they just go for it. Oh my God.
Yeah, so that experience for me, that was the first time I was like, okay, wait a minute. And then I had another experience with my kids. I was at home and it was late. We were getting ready for bed and I keep hearing like the kids playing around. And me and my brother used to do that all the time. We play. My dad would be like,
Sorry,
go to
Mom.
sleep.
Sorry, Mom.
But sometimes Papi would yell at us and we would really be sleeping this time.
That is true.
Right?
We did get in trouble one time
So
for sleeping too loud.
I wonder what was he hearing? Like, would it be crazy if he was thinking that? I think that Papi would have like just brushed it off like, nah, that's them.
No, that's them. That's the. Oh, what if he had an experience?
That's what I'm saying. It would have been dope to ask him. Or we could even probably ask Mommy because she was there.
Ouija board. You shut the fuck. Not in this house. We going to your house
That
this
is
time.
enough.
We going to your.
Nah, I'm not with it. I am not. I do not approve this message.
On Halloween, we might have to.
No.
But like, I'm not moving it. Are you moving it?
I'm not hearing you.
That's
No,
fucked up,
but
bro.
so my chin keeps hitting the mic. No.
Come on, Leno.
Big chin ass. You call me Leno. I hate you. That's
Come on, Leno. That's funny. Fuck
so
you.
it is.
It
I
is.
give you that. Go on 1 point for you. So yeah, no. So I'm sitting there getting ready to go to bed, and I hear like I swore I heard like them like laughing or whatever, but I brushed it off. Again.
Wait, you heard Mommy Poppy laughing?
No, my kids. This is my bad.
Oh,
We're
back to the other
my
story. Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
So I'm like, did I hear them? No, I didn't hear them. And again, I don't think I did hear them, but for sure, I know I heard footsteps. Like they were trying to come upstairs because a lot of times they would do that. They would try to come. Like everyone's thirsty when it's time to go to bed. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So they would come up and I'd be like, no, go back to bed. So at this day, I heard them coming up the stairs. And then
Right.
I'm like, I said go to bed. And I walked to the staircase and there was no one there. So in my head, I'm like, okay, these little shits ran to the room because they know they're not supposed to be up here. And I went downstairs and no, they were sleeping. They were both snoring in their beds. And I promise you, and it wasn't only me, you know, their dad heard them as well. So we both, he's like, go get them, you know? And so it's like, okay, it was not just me. And we were like, they're sleeping. And we shrugged it off, but it never left the back of my head.
Bro,
So.
I swear to God, that happened to us. Remember? Yeah. We were sitting in my apartment and we're laying down and we hear, you know, because Aiden always gets milk and puts it in the kitchen, in the fridge, and then goes to bed and then in the middle of the night, right? Mm-hmm. So we're laying down watching TV and that's what I hear. Boom, 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 his little ass feet. I was like, so I was going to get up and be like, bro, you're still awake. I go to his room and he's dead ass, you know, gone.
Yeah.
The same thing. I even tell Chrissy, I was like, she was like, that's your son. I was like, I know. Went out to go get him and nobody was there, bro.
That happened a lot.
Yeah, like a lot of times that happened.
Right, and then we're telling like, nah, it's not.
What is that though? Is that maybe because we hear it so much, our brain is just like, this is what we want to keep
Comment
hearing?
down below what you guys think. If you guys ever had an experience like that, like we definitely want to know.
Yeah, I can't be going crazy.
We
I can't be the only ones going crazy here.
But I know like a lot of people see, because there are people that don't believe in it. They're like,
for sure.
oh, it's
Well,
pipes in the walls, and the house is old. You know, and I get that, trust me, because before I even tell a story, I make sure to debunk it myself. I make sure to, like, think of all the possibilities, what it can and cannot be.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, there's no logical
I always believe it. I always believe it.
I know. But now for sure, like, there's been so many things that happened to me. There's, like, for sure. There is energy that is left out there.
Oh, for sure. Like, and then you talk about the doubters in the world. Then there's people like I've seen on the internet of like atheists that died and came back, where they're like, "Oh, I visit hell. I see it. I believe in the Lord. You know that they're no longer atheists." So it's like,
what really goes?
And these
on?
are hardcore atheists. These are like you know, churches. You know those people. And then he comes back from this experience and is like,
Wait a
I believe in everything. I don't know what I was talking about.
Yes,
I've been
Lord.
crazy this whole time. Yes, Lord.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
I hear you
So
loud
it's
and
like
clear.
that. There's something there. Something there.
Oh, definitely.
Something there.
There just has to be like, and then you know, I don't want to bring up. I didn't want to bring up what we did last summer.
We know what you did. No, yeah. Hey,
You want to talk about it?
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
We gotta bring it
have
up.
to.
We did something that we should have
It
never
was
done.
stupid. It was just saying
It was
flat
fun
out.
at the time.
It was hilariously
No, it was
stupid.
a joke.
It was in
It's not
1997. We know.
Right. It was 1997.
Yeah, it was in 1997.
Okay, so we
Hilariously
decided to
stupid.
have. Okay, in all fairness, Chrissy was the one who was. She went.
Oh yeah, she definitely had the tape. I don't know
It's
where.
okay.
We didn't even own those
She
candles.
had all the material.
Yeah.
What were you doing on your
You were
days off?
seance ready, bro.
What are you doing?
Now
on
that
your
I think
days
about
off?
it, where did you even get that stuff?
Well, she does work at Walgreens, so I mean, she probably has.
That's true.
Okay, so what we're trying to talk about. So it was
Take us there,
Halloween.
take us there.
Okay,
Take
so it
us
was
to the
Halloween,
Halloween night.
1997, and we were. I mean, we were done.
Drunk.
Okay, we definitely were tipsy.
Definitely on the other
I have
side
class.
of sober.
I don't get drunk. I get tipsy. Well, I used to, not anymore.
You
But
bought the bottle.
We,
All right.
Next.
Yeah, next
no,
subject.
and then okay, so we were like, man, I don't even know honestly. How did we start it off?
Oh, I know exactly
Chrissy?
how it started. No,
How did we start
first
it?
off, we were like, because it was a blizzard last time for
Oh, it was
for Halloween.
I was Harley Quinn.
You
Insert the picture.
Yeah.
I'm like, insert the picture.
Insert picture. But yeah, so we were first. We did like a trick or treat haunted house.
Inside. Oh, because it was it.
It was in my apartment.
But was it COVID? Did COVID happen?
No.
It was during
Yeah,
COVID,
it was during
'cause there was
COVID.
no trick or treating.
Yeah, but that's
So
what
we
we were.
all had to stay
I think it was
inside.
before COVID.
No, I think it was.
It was last
Well,
Halloween.
it's irrelevant. It was a blizzard outside. That's why we were inside the house. So we turned off all the lights. The kids, you know, they were in their costumes. So we're like, all right, go to the room, and we're gonna set it up as like a haunted house / this is where you're gonna get your
And
freaking
it
candy.
was so dope, by the way.
It was dope. I had fun.
Insert the clip. Getting ready for the kids. Trick or treating in the house.
I don't get scared. Okay.
It's okay. Kids in the kids room.
Should we do it where like they don't know what room we're in?
Exactly. We're gonna
Oh hell yes.
Close the door.
on the floor in each room. We won't even be there. And then we come out and
I'm down. It's done. Oh, they're gonna be that shit scared. Dude, I think I'm scared.
I had the vacuum cleaner ready to turn that motherfucker on. Like I was full on ghetto fabulous in the haunted house.
But it was dope. The kids loved
It was dope.
They had a good
Kids
time.
had their fun.
I had
but
fun.
It got us in that mode of this is a haunted house now. We can do some shit.
What's next?
What's next? You said those exact.
I don't remember that.
See, you're guilty. That's
man.
exactly what she said. She
Okay,
was like,
wait.
"Ooh, what you want to do next with the undead?"
We were like let's do something. We were like
Someone
Wasn't my
says
kid?
your offspring
Okay.
said seance.
Chrissy said say
My
less.
wife said,
She said
I've
say
been
less.
waiting for someone
She
to say
said, "Say
seance."
less.
She went to her car, popped the trunk, got everything she
Candles.
needed.
It's about to go down.
Holy shit, I'm turning off my phone.
A circle with tape. Did we put tape down?
It was blue
It was
tape for
tape.
paint that we used for our star.
And then we put.
Star in a circle.
We had the whole
the
full blown.
Candle.
Oh, y'all snapped.
Jay, there's Jay, go to the room with the kids. He had like scriptures wrote out for
it
what
was
to
bad.
say. It was
It was
stupid.
so bad.
Downloaded an app.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
because
we
of course, we
did.
without
We
the ads,
did.
might I add, because we didn't want fucking
We paid the
Blue
extra
Chew
$2.
in a way.
Did. Oh
Right.
my god, who were we?
Turned off all the lights in my kitchen in this 2-bedroom apartment.
Perdóname.
We all sat on the floor.
We sat on the floor, Indian
In a
style.
circle.
Indian style. Harley Quinn was the one with the candle because you were leading it.
I
Now
was-
that you were leading
No,
the
I
seance,
wasn't.
yeah, because you were the one. If you're here today, talk to
Oh
us.
yeah, because I'm the
You
only one. I'm the
sure
talker.
were.
I'm the one who always has to introduce
Yeah.
everybody.
Well, you introduced the ghost.
Oh man.
And-
okay, yeah. So I'll take it from
You
here.
take it because you remember.
I'll take
Yeah,
it from here.
this is
'cause I
when she
remember
started
this
the
part.
seance. So
Right. Okay. So again, mind you, I'm going into this not thinking this is something that's really gonna take place. Like this is not really going down. We're just having fun. We're
you
not
didn't
gonna
think we were gonna do
No,
it?
I didn't think that we were actually gonna experience what we did because we did experience.
That was still
We
weird.
even
I still don't believe
you know
to this
we
day.
even recorded it and put it on YouTube.
Oh, you can we'll put the link at the bottom of
Well,
this
I
video.
know, but I
to
think I
go see
deleted. I
Oh, you
deleted
took it down?
I took it down out of because before my channel, yeah, I uploaded the video.
What?
Well, you couldn't really see, like you could hear noises in the background, but anybody would be like, "Oh, that's fake," and they're lying.
Yeah, that's true. It was definitely easy to say we were just drunk.
Because we were all over the place, but we did.
In my head, I was at Salem.
It was bad. Okay, so we're in the circle. I get the candle and I start asking questions. Basically, the basics. Like, is there anyone here with us? I don't even want to repeat it. Actually,
Yeah, don't say it out
We're not
loud.
talking, you guys.
No, we don't have this. We don't have the candles. It's fine.
It's okay.
Candles
so
is
it
what
doesn't
makes it
work?
legit. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Or the
So
star. You don't
we're-
got nothing in your pocket, do you? Your fucking
All
portable
right.
fucking.
All right.
All right.
We're with light and love.
Run.
Okay.
Light and love. I like it.
So
That's how-
so we're asking questions. I'm saying the basics. Like, is there anyone here with us?
Your basic Ouija board questions.
We're here. We just want to talk to you. If you are here, move something. And at first we get quiet and we don't hear anything, but then the blinds start moving, and I think I'm not sure.
It was legit. It was like something.
The
fell.
blinds. Well, let me get there because things started happening one thing at a time. We would ask because at first we would ask questions and nothing specific was happening. It was just
Right.
like the blinds would move a little bit, but then it was breezy. It was breezy outside and the wind was coming through the window. Because then we ended up closing the window. The thing was when we were
Oh, yeah, at
asking
first,
questions. There was no wind, but as soon as
Yeah.
we started asking questions, all of a
The
sudden
candle started tripping out.
All of a sudden we're getting wind. All of a sudden the blinds are starting to move
The
a bit.
world was moving
But
after that question.
and we were like, no, it's okay because it's just the wind. The window's open. But how convenient that it started happening.
know.
The wind started to
like
just
the exact second.
right when we asked the question.
This
but
cannot
whatever.
be Hennessy. It can't.
Right. It's
It
not. And
cannot
then,
be
but
Hennessy.
so we're just laughing it off because it's like, okay, it's nothing. So we're like, how about we close the window and then ask? Pretty sure you said that.
Yeah.
Because at this point,
'cause we
everyone was on board.
we doing it like, all right, this shit ain't gonna happen. Then when something happens, you're like, wait,
Let's do it the right way. We gotta,
let's do this. Let's
we gotta
make
figure
sure
this out. This is really going
this
down.
is exactly. Let's make sure this is
So
actually happening.
We closed the window, And then we're dead silent. At this point, the kids are candy wasted.
Oh, yeah,
so
they're
they're
gone.
quiet.
It's
We don't even
literally
hear
just
them.
us
It's
grown
just
kids.
us, right? We're in this
Just
circle, and
bunch
we're
of
fully
dummies.
committed at this time.
Oh, yeah, we're in it.
Why? I regret it now.
We're in it.
And we're like, yeah, and it's a win it. And we're in there, and then we start asking questions again. And I think like we started like going down the circle, like just
Right.
taking turns asking questions, and we hear like stuff. Now again, it could be the house. It could be.
I don't know if apartments do that.
Right? But what I'm saying is,
It
at that
could've.
point, it's nothing specific yet.
Right.
So it could be, but we know that it wasn't.
I know for
because
sure,
all of a
100%.
sudden we're hearing like little noises around the house. So then stuff really starts to go down. I start asking if you're here with us, because Raymond's like, no, well, I want to get down to the
Yeah, I need to
the
know.
bottom of this. So we start asking, move something, prove to us that you're here.
Show
with
us that you're here. Yep.
And all of a sudden there was a chapstick that was on the table.
Rolls
That was-
off.
it
Like if
was
you need
there.
wind, you need to. That
Right, we
motherfucker.
had just closed the window because we're
big
like,
stupid
no.
ass table.
Right, and then the table was like in the off to the corner. It was on the table the whole time. We were playing around. The window was open. It never, if it didn't fall off the table while
During
the window was
and
being
that was
open.
good point. That's a great point.
Why would it?
'cause
Why would it fall off exactly when we say, "Show us"?
That's
Prove
the
to us
spirit
you're
saying,
here.
"Fuck your damn."
The
window.
chapstick, and it was not like at the edge already. It rolled from the middle of the
You heard it.
table and fall to the floor. We jump up, and we're scared, but we're laughing because we're like that nervous scared.
That's
like,
how
nah,
we're laughing because we're so terrified. That's
We're
it's
so
one of those. No,
terrified.
it's not
so
happening. Right?
terrified, and I'm like, okay, so like. This is really happening, dude.
It was freaky.
It was really going down.
That was freaky.
And then we continued to ask a bit more questions and things, and then it was being consistent with when we would ask a question, something would happen
Respond.
right away.
Yep.
It was responding to us. Like
It's a conversation.
the energy in the room just started getting stronger.
It
and
did.
then the candles went out. Remember, a candle went out.
Yeah, it was,
So there was, again, the windows are closed. We're like trying not to breathe, move, nothing. We want to see, okay. And once the candles went out, we're like, oh no, that's it.
Yeah.
And then we jumped out of the circle, but then I was like, we have to say goodbye. We have to let them
Oh, yeah,
know to
that's-
say goodbye
that's the
because,
rule.
so I said goodbye. We don't want to, we don't want anything. No, I don't know exactly what I said, but I know we said goodbye and
yeah, we just
left
we're
it,
done talking and goodbye.
yeah, and then I
basically.
started praying,
Yeah.
God is good is God, and
Got
all
the
that
holy
stuff.
water on.
And when we talked about our experience, because everything was recorded, like I said.
Dang, you should've kept
and
that video
I
up.
know, I didn't think we'd be here, but yes, years later, we are here.
And then at night, something happened to you.
Yes,
that
that's-
same night. That's
that-
right. Oh, I just remembered it now.
Yes.
That's even weirder.
It's even, and this is my experience again.
Yep, same night,
Therefore,
same night.
Same night. And yeah, because we were up, it was like the same day. It was,
Yeah, 'cause we did the
it was
seance, like, at 12.
It was 2 a.m. for me because you guys went to sleep.
No, I'm saying we did the seance and finished that like around 12:30.
Yeah.
So
And
you were
then-
in bed or laying down till about 3.
Right. I was
And
I was
then-
actually on the phone while I was texting. And then so I'm laying down on the sofa, freezing, of course, because it's not Raymond's house if it ain't cold.
I hate being hot.
Man. So I was freezing and I had my jacket over me and I'm laying in the sofa and I hear a boom. It sounded like Tupperware fell. And I jumped up and I was like, what the heck? And I'm like, okay, something fell over, right? It kind of took me a while to get up because I'm like, yo, we just had this seance. We were
Right.
already tripping before we went to sleep. And then I even called out to you. I was like, Ray,
Man, I didn't even
but
hear
you
that.
didn't hear me. But I'm like, okay. So I got up to check and the Tupperware was in the middle of the kitchen floor.
Placed firmly. Like
Place.
someone,
So it
oh
was.
my God, it's like your
and it
picture
was
frame thing again.
Right. Oh my God, I didn't even think about
Me
that.
either.
I didn't even think about that. Oh heck no, Raymond.
They just put it there.
Oh man. So okay. So this is a plate because I don't know if you remember, but it was on the stove.
Yeah.
It was like I think pizza. It was whatever we had made that day for the kids, or
It
did
was
we
definitely
order?
pizza. Definitely pizza.
Okay, so it was pizza. It was
on top of the pizza box.
Yes.
So
That's
with
There
the
was-
chips, it was a bowl with the
yes.
All the chips
yes,
and dip.
Yes,
Yup.
yes, yes,
Yep.
Yeah,
yes.
bowl
It's
with
all
all the
it's all
chips.
coming back to us. So it was on the stove. Her stove is over here, and everything was flipped upside down in the middle. So, okay, let's say it fell. It could have rolled. There wasn't a mess either. Everything,
that's the crazy part.
Everything that the chips, the pizza was flipped upside down in the middle of the kitchen. And inside its circle, it was not nowhere near, like it wasn't splattered. There wasn't chips over.
It
and
was
of course,
put there.
Right.
Oh my God.
It was put there. But so when that happened, I was like, oh heck no. I just went right back to the sofa, stood there traumatized, and I just hoped for the sun to hurry up and come out. And I think eventually, finally, I had fell asleep. I waited. But then, because I left it there because I wanted to show you guys. So, so y'all didn't think I was crazy. But I had dozed off. And while I was dozing off, Aiden ran to the kitchen. Well, the boys got up. And, you know, being good kids, like we raised them. They picked up. They cleaned up everything. They put it on the table.
One time,
but
we don't want them to
when
clean.
you came out, remember, I had asked you. And then I told Aiden, I was like, Aiden, where did you find the bowl? Where was it? And he showed us.
You where you saw it?
Yeah, he's like, right here, Titi. Like, he showed us. He told us where was that? In the middle of the thing. And I said, I told you, I knew it. And you were looking at me like, whoa. Like, yeah. How can you explain that? You can't explain that.
Put gently without like chips everywhere or the box
There's
fell,
no, I don't care what anybody says. There's no way.
It was literally just.
Right. The windows are still closed at this time.
It's the picture frame
even
all
if
over.
it was the wind, it would have rolled. There would have been splatter. It would have never.
The window was too far.
Right. It was.
For all those who don't know, my apartment.
For people who wanted to
But
debunk
listen,
it.
my apartment, the stove is right here and the window's here. So if it is wind, it's gonna push it back. It's not gonna push it into the middle of the thing.
Right.
Wind blows. It doesn't
And
suck.
even if it was okay, it's pretty. I see what you did there.
That's what I did there.
Stupid.
Insert porno. No. Wrong show. But for real, there was the the oven here, window. There is no way it picks it up and puts it there.
Let's say it was wind. It
You
would have
can't.
rolled. It would have rolled. It would have splattered.
Yeah, it would roll into the wall.
However you look at it, there's no explanation for it to be gently placed
There's
there.
no wind that is that
So
not
yeah,
chaotic.
that was another big experience.
That's
for
a big
me.
one.
Yeah, there's a couple
That we may have caused ourselves.
Right, and it's
What if
probably
it's still following us? No, that's a great segue because what happened last week in the pod while we were recording.
Guys, it's just not.
We're setting up. I'm gonna take y'all there. We're setting up and we're getting doing sound check, whatever. And as we in the video, we'll show.
The live. I was on my live. It was on my phone.
Right. My wife goes around to check her phone. It's in that corner. We're recording here, where the audio that gets picked up is in that corner to my left. You're right. And we hear a whisper. I didn't even. Well, you heard it when you were editing.
Right, because it was on my live, on my YouTube live. We're gonna go ahead and insert a clip real quick. The audio.
Check this out. This is crazy. Try to pay attention and see if you can hear what they say. We don't know what it says yet. We've been replaying it a million times. So if you have any idea, put that in the comments.
Let us know.
Let us know what you think it said.
Can you see right here? See if this.
I have to look at your camera because that's the one that showed you. Okay.
Whatever.
I'll invite her too.
Who you inviting?
Mad.
We're probably gonna do this.
Who you inviting?
Mad. Ain't that crazy?
Crazy, guys.
Man, like, what did you hear?
I don't know.
I played that a million times, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's Chrissy talking to herself as she goes
We
around
blamed
the thing.
Chrissy. We
Yeah,
kinda still
100%
wanna
it's the
blame her.
producer's fault.
I didn't do it.
But
I didn't do it.
I'm
Chrissy
telling you,
says she didn't. You gotta show the
that's
button.
how we were trying to debunk it. We were like, no, she's talking to herself because she's a crazy person. No, she goes over there, she turns around, and we hear it like as it's a whisper.
I probably kind
Then
of
you
want.
hear her.
I want to kind of pan over to show, like where the
The
stuff,
distance between. That's
yeah,
good. Yeah,
that's good. If you guys can see really
So put the
quickly,
pillow.
My
kick
phone.
the pillow.
You can go ahead and pan over to the switchboard,
Yeah. See.
like down, and that's where that right there is where my phone was at. And in order for her to go around, show the couches, like pan over to the. That is where she had to walk around.
She had to walk around it. So that's behind it. That's like
Right.
a couple feet back.
That was nowhere near the switchboard. Now bring it back down the switchboard. That is where my phone was placed. Now you could. bring it back.
See,
to us.
so in order to hear that whisper, she would have to be
Yeah, there's no way. And you guys, when you go back and you read,
when you just saw the video, that it doesn't line up, it doesn't add up. We've been still
We
blaming
don't
her so
know.
we can sleep at night.
and it's not like we did anything to the video. The video is alive.
No, that's
again.
raw. That's raw footage.
That's right. So this one we obviously extracted the audio.
Oh, you
and
enhanced it, yep.
I enhanced it. But if you go back to my live, it's still up. You can hear the actual raw footage, and you'll see like obviously we didn't do anything to it. We didn't.
crazy.
I don't know what there. I don't know if you guys can think of something. Again, people will say, "Oh, maybe it was Christy," because Christy walks directly behind the camera. Well, not directly behind the camera, but she walks over, and then you hear the whisper. Then, like literally seconds, you hear Christy talking again.
And the whisper, to me, like the demeanor of the whisper was not like a conversation, like in another realm was happening.
Exactly,
As
that's
weird
what
as that
it-
sounds, another
that's what it
realm
sounds like,
got
though.
mixed up in the. You know, they say this recording shit picks up everything.
Right, and we had 3 cameras going at the same time.
Oh, that's another thing.
So that's a
Batteries
lot
were
of
dying
energy.
quick.
Oh,
Remember we charged her camera.
SD cards were saying they were full.
Full.
And you know what's
Dead.
It's crazy because we watch paranormal stuff on TV, like on YouTube
All the time.
Sam and Kobe. Who was the other
Ghost
one?
Hunters one.
Ghost Hunters.
Yeah.
Who's another one that I follow?
I just seen the new one that he does.
Out there.
Purgatory. The
Oh,
Purgatory.
yes, there's a lot.
Oh, they open
So,
up like the
yeah.
death boxes and shit.
That's what I'm saying. So you
Yeah.
see those things and you're like, oh, they can be tampered, and they're always talking about
Oh, if
their,
I see
their
it, I don't believe you.
gadgets going off because apparently all the time their
We should
gadgets
do
are.
that. We should have an episode and place it right here. And then like if an EMF goes off or anything, that's
I just like I don't want to go looking for trouble. I really don't because you go looking. Yeah, we go looking,
But
but,
then we don't-
I mean. I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, if something picks up, then we'll know. Like,
I'm not asking for it. I'm just saying if they chilling. I'm just saying it's my house.
No, you gotta bless this house for real. You gotta like.
Oh, I got
water.
it blessed already.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
Yeah, my house is blessed.
When did that happen?
That week we're here.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay,
blessed.
that's
Every room in this house
good.
is blessed.
So maybe they're good ghosts.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, we
Spirits.
chilling for sure.
They're not ghosts. They're spirits.
They're yeah,
Shout out to
spirits.
you, Haley Bailey.
Yeah, 'Cause I want to piss no spirits
Yeah.
off.
No, but I don't know. That was crazy to
That was
me.
wild.
Again, like, and then when I heard this, because again, it was my phone. The recording took place on my live, so I was at home rewatching it at night. I'm like, oh heck no, we're not doing this at this time. And I kept saying that's just Christy whispering to herself. And then, because I didn't even tell you right away.
No, you didn't tell me till I told you what we heard
Right,
on our
'cause
recording.
they actually caught something as well, but unfortunately they don't have the footage.
We have it. We just gotta find it because it's in a
lost.
particular
It's
part
lost
of the
in the
video.
archives.
Yeah, it was literally like we're talking, and in the background you hear like a lady's voice screaming in an echoed room.
That's creepy. Dude.
Chrissy comes down the stairs and she's like, "Hear this, hear this, hear this." She puts the headphones on, and I'm like, and you hear the.
Man,
like
I would have loved to hear that though. So
We're gonna find it. It's
we
definitely
have
gonna
to
find it.
compare, like if it's the same thing, like the same entity.
But see, mine was a
or-
different. Mine was a different tone than your whisper, but it definitely sounded feminine.
Because right,
Your
'cause
whisper was definitely a female.
Right, because when you're listening to when you're playing back the audio, you can hear it sounds like a woman's.
It's a
voice.
woman's right. And then what I heard, that's why when I told you and you gave me the pale face, like holy shit.
Yeah, my hair stood
It
up.
was literally
all
like
over. I
we're
was
talking and
traumatized.
just-
Even tears came to my eyes because it's like
It's overwhelming.
this really happens.
Yeah.
And again, and there's people that are not gonna believe it, and I get it because I was that person. Like, you know, because every time I used to watch stuff like that. I just like to say, okay, that's not because technology is
Oh yeah,
is
you can do some shit.
dope these days.
You could
Like,
be in the White
can-
House tomorrow.
Yes, you can be anybody.
Yeah.
You can put a face
The
on somebody.
deepfakes, that's
there's a lot of the people are dope in the editing room. Okay,
Yeah.
but I am here
But
to
we
say
ain't
this
on
was
that
definitely
shit.
it was alive.
We ain't on that. I'll tell you,
You
that.
know, right? Because
I
I'm
ain't doing
not
no clickbait. It happened.
right, and this is not a spooky channel. This is not our content. This is not what our channel is based on. It's just.
What happens, happens.
It
This
had
is-
to be an episode because
Yeah.
it's an experience that we definitely wanted to share with
and
you
it
guys.
felt real. It's not like maybe. No, these were experiences that we know for 100% from our perspective happened.
Right. And it's just now, like, even though I've experienced, but this, I don't know why this is so concrete for us.
Oh yeah, this is
because
legit.
yes, I had the frame fall. Yes, the balloon
All
happened.
that stuff.
Yes, there was things, the kids hearing things, but those things you could kind of explain. But what is
I don't
that?
know you can explain
What
my
is
balloon.
that, guys? Come on, seriously. Like, I'm not even like, I want people to tell me. I want people to debate.
Just put in
and
the
be
comments.
hey,
Yeah, put in the
like,
comments. Do you
talk
think
to
it was
us.
something? You think it
let
was
us know.
interference? If anybody knows microphones to a T, if
Audio.
you're a genius, audio, whatever, put in the comments what it could have picked up. I would love to know.
Yeah, because I can't explain.
I can't explain it. We played it 100 million times, and it's like, and it says something. I know one of y'all
And
got some good
again,
ears over there.
seriously, guys, if you guys think we tampered with it, go over to my live, guys. It's still up.
I mean, just check it out. Just check it out with a free mind, you know.
If you believe it, let us know. If you don't believe it,
If
let us know.
You're into them horror stories and you deep dive into the internet like we do on the long
Do all the
holes of
hard work for us. Do
YouTube.
all the creepy stuff, and then come back and let us know what you think it is. Because I don't know. I don't want to go looking for trouble. I really don't. But it's something that happened to us, and we want to know.
I'd be like, I don't, and then I'd be on YouTube, and then 3 hours later, I'm like, shit, why am I here?
Oh.
It's the worst.
And it happened here at your house.
Related video. It always happens in my house when you're here.
No.
I don't know what's the common.
Maybe,
No, say it.
I've had people say, crazy weird stuff happened after you left. I don't know. I know I have a lot. I'm a heavy. We gotta make it an episode one of these days. The dreams, because I have
a dreams
crazy
episode.
dreams. Dreams
Now,
where I
okay,
wake
now with
up.
that, is dreams included with paranormal? Or
I
is
think
dreams just a part of the
so.
consciousness?
I think
that,
so, because when the third eye, it talks about that's how God communicates with us.
Right.
That's how just anything, our dreams happen from there.
Right.
So I feel like if anything paranormal, any energy had to speak to us, that's what they will give us. They will
Through dreams.
Through our dreams. That's how they will contact us. So
I
I
think
do
the
think
retarded ones just be like, fuck, she's not asleep.
no,
Damn it.
no, but I'm saying
They saw me.
it's definitely a way.
Would you ever go to a haunted graveyard and sleep?
I would never
Or a
go
haunted
to a
house.
graveyard and sleep. I would go to a graveyard and just.
Or forget a graveyard, because a graveyard's really like, I feel like that's
during
so
the
cliche.
day,
I feel like it's so cliche. I'm
Yeah.
talking about like a haunted, where they say a hotel.
No.
You wouldn't do that?
I mean, I don't want to go looking for it, because things really do come back. They attach to you. And I feel like I'm very sensitive. Like
Empath.
Yeah, I really do. Like I could feel people's energy just when they leave the room or enter a room. If I think of something, I definitely dream about it. I can manipulate my dreams. I can tell, I not to keep bringing up the dream stuff, but I had a dream and I woke up.
We'll have a dream episode,
I was
for
still,
sure.
as I'm waking up, the image is still coming to me. And I know that people say that you're not
half
fully,
asleep,
you're half
half
right.
awake, yeah.
But then it's just like throughout the day, I'm having little experience that resonate with my dream. And it's just like all connected in one.
That's what I'm saying. You know how trippy an ayahuasca trip would be?
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
If you're that elusive in a dream where you can control it to the T, can you imagine in a
No,
drug
I don't want
induced
to do it.
state where you can be like, okay, let's do some shit now?
No, I don't know. It gets,
The Matrix, take the blue pill.
when
Or
we're
is it the red
up,
pill?
when
Which
we're
pill
up
is it,
and
guys?
we're alive. Oh, see, I thought you saw that movie.
I didn't know. I don't remember the pill. I know which one fucks you up and which one's the Alice.
I
rabbit
don't
hole.
like to tamper with none of that. I mean, yeah, I know I said now I'll be down to do it, but
How you
second, no,
older you get.
I've learned more. I learned more about it, and it's not healthy. It's not something you
healthy?
should do.
Uh,
DMT?
DMT? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's why you got a microdose. You can't just take it to the face like a white person.
No.
White people do that. That's a white people drug. No, for real. Read statistically, white people do that more often.
Okay, well, no, however, I don't.
Don't
Okay,
Google that,
back
guys.
to the
Don't Google
subject,
that.
Back to the subject of spirits. No, I don't know. I just don't want to mess with none of that creepy stuff.
That is
because
crazy.
it does. Back then we were so nonchalant about it because what? It's like it's okay. It's just it's
not real. Yeah.
It's not real. It's,
not
okay.
real.
And if it is, even if it's,
I know, right?
no,
That's
but
true.
I'm saying like
1997
we
was a
always-
long time ago.
My mom, for those of you that don't know, my mom loves. She's a big
Horror fan.
horror
for sure.
fan to
Scary
the T.
movie.
Like
Michael
everyone,
Myers.
even
Jason.
if it's a lame one.
She's
My
a
mom
scary
is
berry
here
now. You're a scary berry now.
because with age you start to realize, hold up,
Like, hold up. I might meet these
back it up.
motherfuckers
Like no, 'cause
soon.
things start to really happen. Like you start. That's what I'm saying.
I'm here for it.
Back then,
Just not like
but if you once you start, well, it depends on you, I guess. It
I
depends
just
on the
don't.
person.
I
don't.
let it all happen. Just not when I'm asleep at the edge of my
But
bed
that's when
I
it
wake up.
happens. That's
I
the
know.
fact. That's the thing. If
I'm
things
just hoping that's
were
part
to
just in
go
movies.
bump in the morning, that'd be different. But it don't.
Things go bump at breakfast. No, it doesn't.
No.
It goes bump when you gotta pee at 3 a.m.
No, I don't like it. And I'm
okay, well,
just
go bump in the
not
breakfast
here.
for me.
No.
Broad daylight. I want some broad daylight paranormal activities.
All I'm saying is
I'll be okay with that.
we're having these experiences not by choice. Maybe it was our fault.
It is by choice.
Maybe by fault.
It's
but
the vibes.
definitely not by choice. And again, we didn't think it's like this. It's gonna happen this
Right.
up close and personal. Like
Yeah, this
it's
was
just
in
something
your
like
face, like
you know.
shit you only see on YouTube. Like what we
Right.
experienced, I've only seen on the internet.
But now I get it. Like when they say electronics.
And then they pick up everything. So maybe we're picking up the next door neighbors and the bitch was whispering to her husband.
No. Oh, you know what? Speaking of that.
Well, wait a
No,
minute.
I'm just saying. You know the baby monitors. They pick up things.
Right.
You know.
But that's a two-way. That's something that's coming
Still
from another.
creepy. No, I'm
Remember
gonna
we
say
used to
I'm
listen
a.
to like truck drivers passing by, like
Yeah,
we got a bunch of
that's
shit.
creep. Why we do that?
I don't know, stupid.
Just even if it's a truck driver somewhere in the countryside, it's still
Remember we
scary.
used to talk to him like, hey.
No, I don't remember that.
I used to. We had the pink. Remember the
That's
pink
what you were
little
doing?
Barbie two ways that Jonathan had.
I remember.
Yeah, the walkie talkies. Yeah, those things. I remember one time
We
And
didn't
we heard
have
truck
Jonathan
drivers.
had them. Jonathan had everything.
Jonathan had everything, Bernie.
What's this?
And you had to throw them out.
Why did we? Why did we throw those
Because
out?
there were
Because
creepy
it was
stuff.
connecting to somebody else's. Like,
Oh, and they were talking back.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were talking back to my 3-year-old.
That's not
Some
cool.
grown ass man. Yeah.
That's not cool at all.
was kinda creepy,
See,
so I
the
threw them out.
devices are just like they
They're
pick up
Gateway to hell.
pick up frequencies, man. Frequencies you don't want to hear.
See, but once again, are you audio experts? Would this shit pick up like something not in the
Well,
house?
we don't know. I don't know. It's just like I said, that we had a lot of cameras going on. We had all
Everything
this
was dying,
electronic-
too. This shit was
It
crazy,
It was the
bro.
things we see on YouTube that they talk about. They
It
were
was
like, "Oh,
happening
okay,
for real.
sure your devices are not
Yeah.
working. Sure your devices
Maybe
are
you should have
picking
charged them,
stuff."
fucker.
Right, and
Yeah.
it's like, hold up, this really happens. Like this is what happens.
In their defense,
when
I did tell
there's-
you that. I was like, "Did you charge it?"
Right.
And then I realized, oh shit, we were charging it.
Yeah,
the
we were
whole
charging
time.
everything, and things were ready,
Wild.
and it was just a crazy.
It's real. It's fucking real. It's all real.
It was a crazy.
It's fucking real.
night.
I'm buying a Ouija board tomorrow.
No, we not. What?
no,
why?
no.
Why would that be your answer?
Not in my house.
Not
What-
with me. You
what,
play
wanna
by
talk to them?
yourself
You wanna talk to them?
outside.
You don't want to say hi?
Nope.
I'd say bye.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Do it in the backyard.
Nope.
Alley.
Which we have a story for that as well. But that probably wasn't real.
What?
When we played the Ouija board upstairs in Linda's house,
Oh, when I played a prank on her.
yeah, we thought it was for real for a
Yeah,
long
I
time.
still feel bad for that too. Maybe that's why I'm getting this whole.
See,
Maybe it is me. Holy fuck! I need to reevaluate myself.
Did you say goodbye?
you probably didn't.
I didn't know it was a rule. I was
Stupida.
11.
It's stupid.
It was 1997, and no, but yeah, this shit is wild. It's crazy.
Well, that's it for today's crazy episode with all the scariness. Let us know again what you guys think, and stay tuned for our next episode.
Hit that like and subscribe.
Till next time.
Deuces.